Now, the Illuminati in the MCU were Professor X, Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, Baron Mordo, Marie Rambeau, and Captain Carter. But did you know there was other characters considered for the team? And no, none of them were Superior Iron Man, despite the fact that there are a lot of rumors that he was intended to be in the movie, which he wasn't. Instead, actually Monger was intended to be in the movie. The reason why he was cut is unclear. But instead, he was actually meant to be the one who created the Ultron bots. Well, in the final cut, we don't actually know who created them. I suppose one could argue maybe he's a part of the Illuminati and he just wasn't there that day, but I do doubt that. A lot of people assume the reason why he was cut was mainly because the actor who portrayed him was busy. I couldn't find that anywhere if that was true or not, but I suppose it is a possibility. Another character who was cut was the Wasp. And not only was she cut, we actually got confirmation how she would have died. Apparently, she would have gone really small and flew at Wanda, and Wanda would have crushed her with her hands. That seems brutal. Like Ironmonger, we don't know why she was cut. I presume it has something to do with the actress being busy, but I could be wrong. Or maybe it's because they thought her death was too brutal. Or maybe they thought the roster was already too big. I don't know. However, I do think that it's pretty funny how they intended for her to die. Just straight up getting getting flattened like a fly. I struggle to talk right there. Sorry about that. Namor was also considered to be a part of the Illuminati, but he was also cut. The reason why he was going to be a part of it is because he's an original member in the comics. And he's the first character we got confirmation on why he was cut. It's because of Wakanda Forever. And they thought it was too confusing to have two Namors within a year. Which I have to say, I do kind of agree with that. Because while comic book fans would probably, be able to figure it out, I feel like regular moviegoer fans would probably just be really, really confused. But still, Namor is a founding member, so it is slightly disappointing that he wasn't in the movie. And finally, Balder the Brave, who is going to be played by Daniel Craig. That surprised me, because when I was doing research for this video, I did not hear about that at all. And this was actually confirmed. It's not even a rumor. The reason why he was cut was because Daniel Craig had scheduling conflicts. Personally, I'm a little confused why he would be playing Balder the Brave. No offense to Balder the Brave, but I've just never really cared for the character and I didn't really think anyone ever did. However, I could be wrong, and maybe he has a lot of fans. And if he did, I would feel bad for them if he was in this movie because he probably would have died brutally. There's no saying on how the character would have died. I presume also probably brutally. Maybe not as brutal as the Wasp's death, though. I don't think I'm ever going to get over how Hope was meant to die. Because that just seems embarrassing. Which also might be the reason why they cut it, because they want Hope to be a main character in the MCU. Having her die in a very embarrassing way, or an alternate version of her dying in a very embarrassing way, could probably not be exactly a good look for her. And that's all of them. Who would you like to have had on the Illuminati team in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness? Personally, I think I would have liked to have all of them on the team. However, considering how they all died, I don't know if I can stomach seeing all these characters get brutally murdered. Especially because I'm a big fan of both Wasp and Namor. And other than the Wasp, we don't know how they would have died. And it is interesting to kind of theorize on how they would have died. I feel like Balder the Brave would probably have gone stabbed with his own sword. Namor with his own trident. I don't know. Wanda really liked killing people with their own items, like they did with Captain Carter. It's just interesting to think about, because when we're told about things that almost happened, you always wonder what would have happened if that did actually happen in the movie. Would it have changed people's perspective of the movie? It's actually a pretty interesting question. Because I saw somewhere that a lot of people were really upset by the death of the Illuminati characters. And perhaps if you were a fan of one of these characters who were intended to be in the movie and you saw them die, maybe your idea of what this movie was about might change. I don't know, just fun to think about. And that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.